All right, so we are looking at week 8, and week 8 is basically the reverse of what we did week 7. Week 8 is on factoring. Okay, week 7 was distributive. So we're going to be factoring problems that look something like this. They're going to be problems that have 3 things in them. One will be to the second power, one will have just a letter, and then the last one will be just a number. That's the pattern of the kind of problems that you're going to see. Something to the second power, just a letter, just a number without any letters. And the goal is going to be take something that looks like this and factor it. So that means we're going to write it with parentheses. Okay, that's the goal. So I'm going to go through some steps. Factoring can be a little tough, okay, depending on the problem. But we'll go through some steps that'll hopefully help you to do it easier. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at this number that's at the end, and we're going to list all the numbers you can multiply to get that number. So let's do as an example. Let's suppose this number at the end was a 12. Can someone tell me the different numbers you can multiply together to get 12? Yeah?
6 times 2.
All right, so we've got 2 times 6, yep. Can someone else tell me another pair of numbers that multiply for 12? Comma?
4 and 3.
4 and 3. Okay, anything else that multiplies for 12?
6 and 2.
Yep, so we've got 6 and 2, same as 2 and 6. There's one more. Yep, 1 and 12. So when I say to list all the factors of C, this is what I mean to do. Write down all the numbers that multiply to give you 12. Or whatever number it is you're working with. Okay, the bigger that this number gets, the more and more things you might have to multiply to get 12. But again, I'm not going to give you ones that are huge. Okay, next thing. We're going to find a pair of numbers that add or subtract to give you B. Okay, so let's say that B was 8 in this problem. Let's say that was an 8. Does anybody see a pair of numbers here that add to give you 8? Yeah?
6 and 2.
Yeah, the 6 and the 2, if B was 8. Okay. So we're going to look for a pair of numbers, once we list them out, that add or subtract. Which one is it? Well, it depends on the problem. And next, we're going to write our 2 sets of parentheses. To figure out our parentheses, we're going to have a chart. Okay, you guys already have this chart right on your notes. There's 4 different kinds of problems that you can have. When you write a problem, you can have, I don't know if I have a plus and a plus anywhere. Nope, doesn't look like it. But you can have a problem that has, oh, right here, plus and plus. That's one kind of problem. If your problem has a plus sign and a plus sign, you're going to go to this row right here. You're going to look at that row, and then it tells you how you want to start to write it. It doesn't tell you what number is going in this box and what number is going in that box. Those 2 numbers are going to come from right here. It would be the 6 and the 2 in our problem that we made up. Okay? But it does tell you everything else. It tells you the letter, the symbol, the letter, and the symbol. We just have to figure out the numbers that go in the boxes. If your original problem has a minus and a plus in it, okay? So a minus and a plus, that's like this one. Minus, plus. Then you're going to go to this row. And it tells you when you rewrite it, you're going to use this format. An x, a minus, and then an x and a minus. Yeah. Yeah, did anyone come back yet? Yeah, as long as there's only 2 people out, you can go ahead. Yep. So you're okay, you can go ahead. Right, and there's 2 other types as well. Okay. If your original problem has a minus and a minus, it would look something like this one, minus and a minus. And you would go to this row, and this tells you how you want to try to do it. Okay, so this table is going to help you do every problem this week. All right, so let's try this first one. Okay, and if we need a calculator, we can use one. So step 1, list the factors of C. What number is C in this problem? Yeah, perfect. Yep, the 42. So we're going to write down all the numbers that multiply to give you 42. So this is just like a list of options. Can anybody tell me a pair of numbers that multiply to give you 42? Yeah, I always start with 1 and then the number. So 1 and 42. Yep. How about 2 and anything? Yep.
21.
Yep, perfect. 2 and 21. I think 3 does work too. Anybody know what it would be for 3? 3 times. How could we figure it out on the calculator if we're not sure? Yeah, what would you divide? 42 by? What are we trying to figure out? Yeah.
42 divided by 3.
By 3. 14. So 3 times 14. Now, I think anything else we're going to have to figure out will be in our times tables. We could try 4, right? If you try it, 4 is not going to work, though. No, you get a decimal. Is 5 going to go into 42? No. For a 5 to go in, yeah, as soon as one person comes back.
Okay.
Yeah. 5's not going to go into 42 because for a number for 5 go into 5, it has to end in 0 or 5. Okay. 42 doesn't. Yeah.
7.
5 times 7 gives us.
No,
you're talking about 6 times 7.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Perfect. 6 times 7, and that's it. Those are all the numbers you can multiply to get 42. If you think, well, what about 7 times 6? That's the same as 6 times 7. Okay. All right, so we've listed all the numbers that are factors of C. What is the first sign that's in my example 1? Is it a plus or a minus? Well, Logan, what's my first sign here?
Plus.
Yep, and what's my second sign?
Plus.
Plus. So what row in the table are we going to go to here? Row 1, 2, 3, or 4?
1.
Yeah, row 1. So it tells us when we rewrite the problem, we're going to have x plus, x plus. Okay. So start by putting what they have in that top row. X plus, x plus. Well, in this case, we're actually not using the letter x. What letter are we using? Yeah, P. So it's P plus, P plus. Just copy down whatever letter they do. Now, it says if the second sign is positive, well, yeah, both of our signs are positive. Plus and plus. The numbers need to add to give you the middle. What's the middle number? In example 1? Yeah? 13. Is there a pair of numbers here that add to give you 13? Yeah.
6 plus 7.
6 and 7. So those are the two numbers we're going to put. 6 7. And that's it. That's your final answer. Any question on that one? So it's p plus 6, p plus 7. Okay, let's try example 2. Question?
No.
Okay, so example 2. What's our first sign in example 2? Minus. What's our second sign? Yeah? Positive. So what row are we going to use from over here? Second row. Minus, positive. So that tells you want to write this down right away. X minus, X minus. Yes?
Can you go bathroom with that? Because I can't go past 220 with it.
Yeah, as soon as
Yeah.
as soon as he comes back. Yeah. So now it's supposed to be X minus and X minus, but what letter are we using? M. So use the letter that they give you. M minus, M minus. Now we got to figure out what number to put after each minus sign. Okay, we didn't make our list yet. Okay, 15. Give me 2 numbers that multiply to give you 15. Yep.
5 and 3.
Okay, so we got 3 and 5. Good.
1, 15.
1 and 15. And I think that's it. 1 and 15, 3 and 5, 4 doesn't work. And we already got 5. Okay. So now it says the second sign is positive. If the second sign is positive, they need to add to give us the middle. What's the middle number in example 2? 8. Do either one of those add to give you the middle?
3 and 5.
Yeah, 3 and 5. It doesn't matter which one you put first. I usually put the small one, then the big one, and there you go. Yes.
That's a negative 8.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, because they still, as long as these 2 numbers add, because think about this. This is negative 3, right? This is negative 5. Negative 3 plus negative 5 is negative 8. Yeah. I know we didn't write them as negatives over on the right side, but that is correct. Yeah. All right, so CJ, you can go ahead if you want. Okay. Example 3. N squared plus 5n minus 50. What's my first sign? Yep. Adding. What's my second sign? Yeah. Subtraction. Which row has adding first and subtracting second? 1, 2, 3, or 4? 4. Okay. So this one tells us you need x plus something and x minus something. Okay, but we're going to have to figure out which number is which. Now we're not using x. What letter are we using? N. So I'm going to do n plus something, and I'm going to do n minus something. Okay. At least up to this step, there's no guessing. You don't have to guess anything. What's my C value in this problem? Oh, Colin, what's my C value here?
50.
50, yep. Can someone give me 2 numbers that multiply to give you 50? Yep. What is it?
1 and 50.
Yeah, we could do 1 and 50.
5, 10.
Oh, sorry.
We can do 2. 2 and
25.
2 and 25.
10.
What else besides 2 and 25? 10 and 5. And I think that's it. I think those are the numbers that multiply to give us 50. So now it says, if the second sign is negative, they have to subtract to get the middle number. Okay? Second sign is negative. Are there any numbers up here that you can subtract them and get the middle number of 5? 5 and 10. Yeah. So we know it's 5 and 10, but in this one, it makes a difference if you put the 5 here or the 10 here. So read what it says. You want to do x plus the bigger number. Which number is bigger? Yeah, the 10. And then we want x minus the smaller number. What was the smaller number? 5. Perfect. And that's it. That's your answer. Okay, so this method that I'm showing you, you don't really have to do any guessing. You pretty much follow the table, and it will give you the answer every time. Let's try one more. These are the hard ones, right? We'll do one more, and then I'm going to show you one of the easier ones. Okay, what's my first sign here? Minus, and my second sign? Subtract. What row has minus, minus? Second one is minus plus.
Oh, I mean, the
Third one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, third row is minus, minus. So it tells you how you want to do it. X minus, X plus. Say, start with that. But we're not going to use X. We're going to use K. So do K minus, K plus. And what's my C value in this one? 20. Can someone give me two numbers that multiply to give you 20? Yeah.
1 times 20 and 3 times.
1 times 20. Can someone give me another pair of numbers? Perfect. 2 and 10. And I think there's only one more. Yep.
5 and 4.
5 and 4. Okay. Now it says, let's read this. If the second sign is negative, yep, my second sign is negative, they have to subtract to give me the middle number. What's our middle number in our problem? 8. Do any of these subtract to give you 8? 2 and 10. So we know it's the 2 and the 10. But we've got to make sure we put the numbers in the right spot. X minus the bigger number. Which number is bigger? 10. So it's going to be the X minus, or K minus, goes with the 10. And then X plus the smaller number. What's the smaller number here? 2. And that's it. That's your answer. Any question on? All right, let's try this one. Okay, this one is a little different, but it's going to be similar to the one of your MCAS questions. Okay, let's do 2x squared plus 6x. Okay, this one's a little different because it doesn't have 3 terms. It only has 2. So this table on the left side doesn't apply. Okay, so we can't use that table. What we want to do here, this is called factoring out the GCF. Okay, it's actually easier because when you're done, you're only going to have 1 set of parentheses. You're not going to have 2. Look at each of these terms. Is there anything that they both have in common for a number? Think of 2 and 6. Is there any number that 2 and 6 go into evenly? Yep. 2 doesn't go into 3.
3 times 2.
So we're trying to find a number that if we divide this number, basically, think of it like this.
Just 2.
Yeah, just 2.
Yeah. List out your multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. List out your multiples of 6, right? So we get 6. Actually, no, that's not a good way to do it. That's to find, that's a least common multiple. I was thinking least common multiple. So greatest common factor is a number that divides into both of those numbers. 2 goes into both. So yeah, let's factor out the 2. And is there any letter they both have in common? Yeah.
They both have X.
Yes, they both have an X. So we're going to factor the X out. Now, we got to figure out 2 times something would give me 2. 2 times what gives you 2? Yeah? 1. So we put a 1 there. And X times what would give you X to the second?
Can you say that again?
So X times what would give you X to the second power?
X.
Yeah. That's the first part. So now if you multiply 2x times 1x, you would get 2x to the second. Now we need a plus sign. And now we need to put something here. What could you multiply if you distributed this out? What could you multiply 2x by to give you 6x? Yep.
3x.
If you put an x there, it's going to make it an x squared.
3.
Just 3. Yep. That's called factoring out the GCF. 2x times x is 2x squared. And 2x times 3 is 6x. Okay? So that's a little bit different way of factoring, but it's just something that, some of the MCAS questions are going to have that in it. All right, so the last thing I'm going to do is show you guys a problem from the worksheet. Okay, so let me pull that up, and then I'll show you guys how to do it. Okay, so this is the factoring trinomial worksheet for the week. Let's look at H. What they want us to do with that is factor it. So when we start to factor it, we're going to have our 2 sets of parentheses. So what I'm going to do is let me copy it so I can write on it easily. I'll put it right there. Okay, what's my first sign in example H? Yep.
Addition.
Addition. What's my second sign?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. Can someone remind me, if you look at your chart, what do you use in the parentheses when the first one is addition and the second one is subtraction? Yeah.
X plus bigger number, which is
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
yeah, X minus negative minus.
So x minus the smaller number. Yep. Okay. What's my C value in this problem? Yep. Can somebody tell me what multiplies to give you 6?
3, 2.
3 and 2. Good.
1 and 6.
And 1 and 6. Now, if we look back at our notes, the second sign is a negative. So read what it says. If the second sign is negative, we have to subtract to get the middle. What's the middle number here? 5. Yep. And which pair of these numbers subtract to give you 5? Yep. 6 and 1. And I think earlier somebody had said it's x plus the bigger number, x minus the smaller number. Okay. All right. Any questions on how we factor? All right. So now what do we do with that? We're going to go back and look at the worksheet. Just remember, it's x plus 6, x minus 1. Okay. Go all the way down to the bottom. Okay. Look at this top part where it says numbers. do you see an x plus 6 or what was the other part we had? X plus 6, x minus 1. Do you see an x plus 6 or an x minus 1 in these top 4 rows?
No.
Yeah, number 9, right here. Number 9 is x minus 1. Okay, what was the other factor we had? X plus what? 6. Okay, so remember 9. Now, do you see an x plus 6 in the bottom? Gray. There's the x minus 1. There's the x plus 6. So on the coloring diagram, all the 9s are going to be gray. So what I would do is on the back, or yeah, you may have a little room on the side. Just write down on the side, 9 equals gray. That's what you do for each one of them. You factor it, then you look up the number, and then you look up the color. Okay? So that's, again, that's not till Wednesday, but that's how you do it.